Now that we've talked a little bit about conversions, we want to talk about temperature. There are two popular ways of temperature measuring. One is the Fahrenheit scale and the other is the Celsius scale. Let's look at how we can convert. Let's look at the following. We'll begin by converting Celsius to Fahrenheit, and we can use one of two formulas. Fahrenheit F equals 9/5 Celsius C plus 32, or equivalently Fahrenheit equals, and 1 8/10 is just that fraction 9/5 written as a decimal, so it's 1 8/10 C plus 32. Keep that in mind, and let's perform the following. A weather forecaster in Caracas predicts a high temperature of 27 degrees Celsius. Find this measurement in degrees Fahrenheit. Basically, we're given this, and we want to find this. So we use one of two of those formulas. I'll just use the fact that Fahrenheit equals 1 8/10 Celsius plus 32. All I do is, instead of C, I replace C with 27, and then I just simplify this expression on the right. So Fahrenheit equals 1 8/10. We're given that the Celsius temperature is 27 degrees plus 32. I'll let you multiply. If you multiply those two, you'll get 48 6/10 plus 32, and then just add those two and you'll have 80 6/10. So what does that mean? 27 degrees Celsius equals 80 6/10 degrees Fahrenheit. There we go. Now, since we have a formula converting from Celsius to Fahrenheit, we also have one going the other way around. So it is possible to have another formula. By the way, if you're wondering where the other formula comes from, it comes from just taking an equation such as this and solving it for C. If you do so, you have the following. Let's look at the next one. Now I'm converting Fahrenheit to Celsius, and C equals 5/9 times, in parentheses, F Fahrenheit minus 32. Let's perform this then. We want to convert 77 degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. Since I want degrees Celsius, we use the formula Celsius equals 5/9, then in parentheses, Fahrenheit minus 32. Instead of F, we replace the degrees Fahrenheit, 77, and then we simplify this expression on the right. So this is 5/9, and then F is 77 minus 32. So we have 5/9 of, let's see, 7 minus 2 is 5, and 7 minus 3 is 4. So we have 45. That's nice because we're multiplying fractions, and 9 and 45 have a common factor of 9. 45 divided by 9 is 5. And so we have 5 times 5 over 1 times 1, and that is 25. So convert this to degrees Celsius. It is 25 degrees Celsius. And so you might want to start noticing these equivalencies. By the way, a few things that might help you. We know water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. That is the same as 0 degrees Celsius. And we know water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is the same as 100 degrees Celsius. So knowing those two facts, that might help you as you make conversions, at least knowing your answers are reasonable. All right, at this time, practice converting with temperature and between the metric and US system. Let's see how you're doing with the metric system and the US system by choosing the most reasonable statement. Is the most reasonable statement choice A, the height of a man is 6 meters. Choice B, the weight of an adult cat is 5 grams. Or choice C, a liter of liquid fits in a gallon container. The video will pause and then you can make your selection. Your selection. Choice A is not a reasonable statement. Remember, a meter is about a yard and a yard is 3 feet. So 6 meters is about 6 yards, and that would be about 18 feet. That's not reasonable. The reasonable statement is statement C. A liter is a little more than a quart, and a quart certainly fits in a gallon container, so a liter of liquid fits in a gallon container. Choice C is correct. Unfortunately, choice B is not the correct choice. That's not reasonable. Remember, a large paper clip weighs about 1 gram. So 5 grams is the weight of about 5 large paper clips, and certainly not the weight of an adult cat. So that's not reasonable. The reasonable choice is choice C. A liter is a little more than a quart. Certainly a quart of liquid fits in a gallon container, so a liter of liquid fits in a gallon container. Choice C is correct. Choice C is the correct choice. A liter is about a quart. Liter is a little more than a quart, but certainly a quart of liquid fits in a gallon container, so a liter of liquid fits in a gallon container. Choice C is correct.